Yo, Serafina. Okay, so you're predicting Canelo. stay tuned, Sarah, because I'm gonna give my opinion. Easy work, okay? If that's what you believe. But shall I tell you what I think? Okay, so Brad Golder. All right, he's on the mic. I'm telling you, Dmitry Bivol. This is my prediction. I'm predicting Dmitry Bivol to beat Canelo Alvarez on points. Reason being, a lot of people thinking, oh, Bivol is a small light heavyweight. He can make super middle. He said he can make super middle. That's wonderful. Okay, so you're thinking because he's not some big light heavyweight like, you know, a Dmitry Bivol, like a Arthur Beterbiev, and he's 5'11", but he's like hench, or some big guy. You think that that's gonna make it a harder task for what drug you on today? No, I've had a couple of Ray Nephew and Cokes, Sarah, because obviously I'm Jamaican. But that is not the reason why I'm saying this. It's because it's not about power. Canelo Alvarez has one loss. Now, let's talk about that one loss. Was that against a power puncher? No. Was that against somebody who was physically stronger than him, able to push him back to the ropes or rough him up on the inside? No. What was the guy? It was a guy who is, especially compared to what the type of punches Canelo is used to now, i.e. super middleweight, and he beat Kovalev at light heavyweight. Now, Floyd Mayweather doesn't punch like no hard-hitting super middle or light heavyweight. But it's about the skills that pay the bills and enough power to garner respect. Dmitry Bivol hits harder than Floyd Mayweather. We can say that at least. Surely we can say that. Sarah's saying she wants some. Surely we can say that, right? We can agree on that. Bivol hits harder than Floyd. Now, if Floyd was able to hit him with enough power to keep him off him from, you know, charging him and just walking through his so-called feather fists, then surely Dmitry Bivol has enough to keep him honest, at least. Because it's about, to beat Canelo, all that crash bang wallop, we just saw last week. Crash bang wallop, i.e. let's keep it a buck. Don't be one of these aftermath experts. Let's keep it a buck. Last year, Miguel Berchelt, you was just like me. You expected Miguel Berchelt to knock out and ice Oscar Valdez. Let's keep it a buck. I bet you did, Sarah, too. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah? Okay, cool. So we all expected Miguel Berchelt to knock out Oscar Valdez, right? But what happened? Oscar Valdez scored knockout of 2021. In most of our opinions, some people might say something else, but I can't think of one in 2021. Other than that, now cool. So Oscar Valdez knocks out Miguel Berchelt, who is a come forward fighter, no skills, no footwork, no hands like that. Okay, that's a Eddie Reynoso fighter. So he likes you to be flat-footed, come in and try and fight him, you know, Mexican style. So this year, just last week, what was the style that defeated Oscar Valdez, which all these power punchers couldn't do? Shakur Stevenson. He's not no power puncher. He's not no inside fighter. He's not no inside guru. See, Sarah, you're laughing because you know I'm the truth. This is why I'm a master aficionado. Spencer Fearon is the master knowledge. Tunde Ajayi is the master genius. And me, Danny Glover, I'm the master aficionado. See, it wasn't a power puncher. Weren't no strong guy on the inside, physically strong. It's just a young buck, Shakur Stevenson. Because it's the skills that pay the bills. And what's everyone saying since Shakur Stevenson beat Oscar Valdez? Oh, that's the next Floyd Mayweather. Oh, that's the next Floyd Mayweather. Ain't this 2 times now that style's beaten Eddie Reynoso? Fleet-foot, loose boxer, not power puncher. No trading. Yeah? So now let's go into Dmitry Bivol, the pure boxer. The only difference is he doesn't have the African-American style boxing. He uses the more Eastern Bloc like elite amateur level style skills, but obviously he does it for 12 rounds. But with Dmitry Bivol, I've clocked him. Don't you go watch a video on YouTube of these highlight reels of Dmitry Bivol, or watch the best of Dmitry Bivol's. I'm giving you the scoop. His mum is from his mum's from Korea, and his dad's from Moldova. And he was born in Kazakhstan, the same place as Vitaly Klitschko, because Vladimir Klitschko was born in Kazakhstan, but Vitaly was born in Kazakhstan. So when he was about 10 years old, then his parents, this is of Dmitry Bivol, moved to St. Petersburg in Russia, but his mum's Korean, dad's Moldovan, which is Romania. Now, with the Korean style, if you check his amateur record, you see he entered these combat sport type tournaments and he was winning gold medals quite frequently. He's obviously done other various combat sports apart from boxing. Because when you watch him, this is why I got to move this fucking thing back a bit. This is why I got to move this thing back. He uses, who remembers the computer game on Super Nintendo called Street Fighter? Watch his feet. He does his mad pivots. I ain't got no socks on, so I'm not letting you look at my feet. But he uses his mad pivots and he does this Ryu and Ken style. Look at Dmitry when he's boxing. He uses the Ryu and Ken style. You know when they go, fight, and like that. Dun, 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 dun. On Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 2 Turbo, whichever one you had. Yeah, he uses that kind of martial arts Ryu and Ken. That's how his stance is, the way he moves, and he's a pure boxer. All that crash bang wallop and trying to get in there and seek and destroy style, Canelo likes, because he's now a boxer counter puncher. See, Brad Golder. See, you know. Watch his feet. He does that, and this is how his body moves, and his feet is like Ryu and Ken. It's like Ryu and Ken, or Ryu and Ken, whatever you want to say. That's the style he uses when he's in his stance. And that's exactly, Bivol, he does that. And what he does the 2-1-2 pivots. Yeah? Canelo ain't ready for that movement. He ain't ready for that movement. This is why I'm telling you, Bivol is going to beat Canelo on points. He's going to beat him on points. The only way Canelo is going to win is by Las Vegas decision. You heard I said it first. Not unanimous decision, not split decision, Las Vegas decision. But everyone will know, just like the first Triple G fight, we know who won that fight. Sarah Fina, you know who won that fight. You know who won the Triple G Canelo one fight. So the only way Canelo's winning this is by Las Vegas decision. Look at this. This water's from Romania. Dmitry Bivol, his dad's from Moldova, which is Romania. Same type of flag. You know where it is. His mum's from Korea. He used the Street Fighter 2 style. Pivots. This is why his calves are big. He's got them big Neanderthal calves. And he's going to be pivoting and moving on Canelo. Even if, I'm telling you tonight, I'll give you some homework. Especially from my American followers, like Sarah Fina, big up, and some of my other American followers. So what's the time now? What, like quarter to 1, right? So you guys are at least 5 hours behind. You're 5 to 7 hours. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. No excuse. All you lot, even my UK lot online right now, go onto BoxRec here and watch and type in Sergey Kovalev versus Canelo full fight and score the fight. Honestly, before the knockout, what was your scorecard? I'm telling you, you have Kovalev up. Kovalev was out jabbing, out landing Canelo easy. Yes, Canelo was hitting with a couple hard shots there, and I can't even say softening him up, because he didn't even land much in that fight. But Kovalev, he only fought like 3 months ago prior against Anthony Yard, who softened him up. Big hench, light heavyweight. Yeah, so he was already prepped he was already there for taking it. He was already, deep in camp. He's obviously gone straight into another camp. No time for vodkas. No time for Russian standard Belvedere, Ciroc, Grey Goose, effing. You know what I mean? No time for that. So he's gone into that fight. He's already softened, and that's why Canelo was able to clap him out. But watch and score the fight honestly. I'm not even telling you turn off the commentary. I'm telling you keep the commentary, but just score it. Score it like a real, you know, a hardcore aficionado. Don't score it like a casual, please. And who you got up at the time of the knockout stoppage TKO? Kovalev's up. He's outboxing him like crazy. He's outboxing like crazy. Check the CompuBox numbers. You know what I'm saying, G-Chain. I had Kovalev up on the cards. You all had him up on the cards. So I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Listen, Canelo's output ain't enough. Look at what Dmitry Bivol did to your boy Sarah, Joe Smith Jr., your fellow New Yorkan. Look at what he was doing in the 12th round. Boom, 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 boom. The ref could have jumped in. If this was in Britain, Dave Paris, Peter Lockland, Steve Gray, they might would have jumped in on that 12th round. Come on, man. You know what it is? Canelo got better. Canelo got better, but his output's not better. Especially at light heavy, it's going to be even worse. If Canelo thinks he will be the same, he's in for a shock. Of course he's going to be in for a shock. Kovalev was not the best. Of course he was not the best of shape. See, so you know, he is from New York. It says he's from New York. Where's he from? Joe Smith. He is. He's from. It says he's from New York. Where's he from? Was he from Greenwich, Connecticut? Where's he from? Waiting for Fina to give me the confirmation because it says, as far as I know, he's some New Yorker, obviously Irish descent, but he's, you know, part of the blue collar guys digging, you know, digging the grounds and all that. Canelo can be outboxed. Billy J Saunders was outboxing. No, I wouldn't say Billy Joe Saunders was outboxing him, to be fair. Billy Joe Saunders landed a couple of shots, but every round. Listen, I watched that fight with my dad. Over at my dad's house. I hooked him up with the, you know, the thing. So I'm watching it with him, obviously keeping the old man company. And listen, every time, I remember we're in Britain, G-Chain. Every time Canelo backed up Billy Joe Saunders and hit him with a body shot, I could hear it through my TV. Surround sound. It was surround sound. There was no way Billy Joe, I could probably give Billy Joe one round. I hear people talking about Billy Joe won 4 rounds and was up before the eye socket break. Billy Joe was getting pummeled. Like, it was not even fair. We don't claim Long Island. Yes, you do. Come on, Method Man and Ghostface Killer is Long Island, man. Come on. That's like you're not claiming Staten Island, Coney Island. Them. Come on, Sarah. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Even us in England, we claim Brownsea Island, Hayling Island. We claim that. Isle of Wight. We gotta claim them. Stade Island, right? Yeah, Staten. That's what I'm saying. Staten Island. What, you don't claim them? Brendan, he may have hit him harder, but Billy J Saunders was out punching him hard. No. Check the CompuBox numbers. Billy Joe was not active. Even the jabs or whatever. That was that keep me off, please don't hurt me. Rah, Staten Island. Rah, you're not claiming Wu-Tang. Rah, everyone else I know from New York claims them. Okay, I hear that. I hear you. You must be one of them, you must be one of them Italian Americans. I don't even think you're Puerto Rican Day Parade. But, was it? Yeah, Billy Joe, come on. His output was negative. How many rounds could you give him, really and truly, Brad? Let's keep it a buck. Do you know what I mean? And remember, I'm predicting Bivol to beat Canelo, so this ain't no Canelo hate. But Canelo was dominating Billy Joe. Billy Joe, I gave him 1 round. All that amateur computer scoring don't work. That's not pro. That's not pro style. That's not pro scoring. Billy Joe was getting backed up and smashed to bits. You could hear it through surround sound on the telly. Let's keep it a buck. So, Sarah, why do you believe, and all of you, anyone who believes Canelo's going to win, why do you believe Canelo wins? Because I've given you the reason why. If anyone disagrees, you're more than welcome to come on a live. Hold on, let's get Sarah on a live. Come on, this is and see Sarah's American. I'm Jamaican British or whatever. There's a Russian versus a Mexican, so this is we're neutral.
What's up?
What's up?
What's good with you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So why? So can you tell me why are you predicting Canelo to win easy work?
I just think he just gets better every fight. Like technically, like his skills are just he's like technically sound. His footwork is crazy. His head movement is crazy now. Like Bivol could be strong all day, but if you can't hit your target, look how how he did Danny Jacobs. Danny's a big super middleweight. Danny walks around like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he could not hit Canelo.
But you see, remember when you're saying it don't matter how strong he is. What I'm saying is to beat Canelo, it's not about strongman, because even to beat Oscar Valdez, who's another Eddie Reynoso fighter, it's not about
I
being a
don't
strongman.
care. I don't. First of all, a trainer's only as good as his fighter. So just because you got the same trainer doesn't mean shit to me.
No, but they have
Every
a
fighter is
certain
different.
method in the gymnasium. They're gonna have a certain ethos. So what I'm saying is,
I ain't
even
going
though
with that.
Oscar and Canelo don't fight the same, they don't fight nothing alike.
Yeah, she
No,
got jerked. Fucking right. They
yeah, they
took
don't
that
fight
from
nothing
that
alike.
girl.
But what I'm saying, as Shakur Stevenson, who's your boy, he
Love
he
Shakur.
yeah, he's not no strong guy, or he's not stronger than Oscar Valdez. If they was to do a weight
No,
lifting,
but again, like you basically you proving my point. You proving my point. Like Canelo's a better boxer. Like you can't if you could be strong all day, but if you can't hit your target, it doesn't matter. Canelo's a fan. I'm not Canelo, but Shakur's a fantastic boxer. Like
mhm.
he gonna make you miss and make you pay, and that's what Canelo does.
Okay, but with Bivol, who is Russian, so Eastern Bloc, Russian style amateur boxing style, he has a very elite WSB style amateur boxing style. So he's not on some inside brawling. So
Right.
I would say his boxing technique is superior to Canelo's, because Mexicans in the amateurs don't really are
But
not
he doesn't
successful.
even really fight like a Mexican anymore. Canelo's changed his style so much, yo. Like his head movement, everything. He's got swag now.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll give you that. Since he fought Mayweather, he got more of the
Man, he
African
got so
American.
much better, yo. Like he's
Yeah.
improved so much. I never used to be a Canelo fan. I used to think he was so super overrated, like everything. But if you watch his like since Danny Jacobs, man, he's different, man. That guy's different. Now
I
I
think
think he might be on the jizz, but
no,
he's different.
we're not talking about the jizz. I'm talking about his skill. So I'll say since the Floyd Mayweather fight, he obviously realized, okay,
He's
he
improved
needs some swag.
significantly.
He's added the swag. He's added the Afro Latino, Afro American influence into his style.
Look, Eddie got Bivol too. I mean, shit, I think it would be great for boxing if Bivol won. Truth to you, like I'm not just rooting for Canelo. Like, yeah, I got like it makes a difference to me who wins. I don't really give a shit. But I do think that Canelo is gonna take him to school. Because listen, Bivol had a close fight with Craig.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that's my boy. But do I think he's the most technically sound fighter in the world? Hell no, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's a,
maybe because he's so awkward, that's the reason why he got as far as he did, because he kind of does everything wrong.
mm.
Like even his footwork, like he came over here and K was K Karoma was messing with him, helping him out, And like Kay was looking at me like, how he get this far?
Mm.
You know what I mean? But that's how he got that far, is because he does everything wrong in a sense to where like,
Unconventional.
yeah, a guy can't properly prepare for him because nobody actually fights like him in sparring or anything like
Right.
that. So it's really difficult to emulate that style.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you have a guy that does everything right, technically sound, you know, you have a lot of guys that are like that.
Yeah.
You know, but he's just an awkward dude, so that probably worked to his advantage.
Yeah. No, but also Craig's IQ is higher than a lot of people anticipate. So where Bivol's trying to set up certain things, because you know when you watch a Bivol fight, in general, he lets like sevens, eights, nines, and tens go.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
with Craig, he couldn't let off more than four at a time because Craig's not there to get teed off on.
Right,
And
right, right.
but he just moves that little half step back or half step aside, even though he might not be the most technical sound, like textbook British upright 1-2 son 1-2 chin down fish and chip style.
Yeah.
That would have offset Bivol because he would, as you said, he wouldn't have had no sparring partners like that
Right,
because
exactly.
the Russian Eastern Bloc guys are technically very sound because they're very AIBA amateur boxing elite style.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. For sure.
But I'll just say that Bivol style where he uses that kind of Ryu and Ken Street Fighter 2 stance.
Yeah, the judge is definitely gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be in the favor of Canelo for sure. Bivol gonna have to either beat the brakes off of him or knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't think Bivol can't
It's
knock him
gonna
out.
be tough for him to get the decision.
Yeah, he can't.
If it goes decision.
Bivol can't knock Canelo out. If Canelo's taken big triple G shots and Kovalev shots, he ain't.
Yeah,
Bivol,
he's gonna have to really, really outbox him, like
mm,
decisively, or knock him out, like to get that nod.
yeah, but I just think that the style he has, he uses it's Eastern European, but it's also Oriental, as I said with the Ryu and Ken thing. But
Mm.
he uses the very. I just think that Canelo's not really. Canelo don't like movement, even though Caleb Plant is a mover. But Caleb Plant,
And so is Danny Jacobs.
yeah, but no, but Danny Jacobs don't have the feet like say Plant. But Plant was so scared the whole time. He kind of got worn down and grinded down. Even actually, Billy Joe Saunders is a mover. To be fair, yeah, Canelo's
Right.
he's
Come on
good at
now.
he's good at cutting guys off. You know.
I'm telling you, Canelo's gotten better, man. Canelo gets better every fight to me. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't put it
you
past
know what?
him,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, because he's fought quite a few boxers now, and he's cut them all off. Danny, I don't count because Danny's feet ain't good. Billy Joe's feet are good, and Caleb Plant's feet are good. That's very strange, actually. The two white guys' feet are better than the black guy, but that's
Mm.
another story. But,
But they got flavor though. They like me. You know what I mean? They got
yeah,
a little soul. You feel me?
yeah, Danny Jacobs is
Caleb
vegan.
Plant, you know what I mean? He's really, he's
Yeah,
seasoned.
he's got a sister
He's
as
got a
well.
little seasoning on him. You know,
Yeah,
a little bit
I
of hot
seen,
sauce.
yeah, I see he's got a sister, but Danny Jacobs is vegan now, so he ain't got no meat on him.
And
So
he's married to a black woman too, so you know he eating good.
yeah,
He
but
got
he's yeah, exactly. But
little soul food in him,
yeah,
listening to little,
it's
soul
this is gonna,
music and shit.
this is going to be interesting. So okay, so how do you see Canelo specifically winning points or TKO, KO, whatever?
Mm, man, I don't know. I don't think it on points. I think he gonna go to that body, chop that tree down.
Okay, and get him inside the distance.
Yeah, I think he gonna chop the tree.
Mm, well, I'm predicting Bivol on points. So you guys have heard it here first. You've seen the predictions. You've seen Seraphina's prediction. You've seen Danny Glover's predictions. So it's all documented. So
Right.
Sunday morning, Monday, we're gonna know.
Yo, so okay. What you thought about Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish I was there. I'm so pissed I weren't there.
I was there.
That was a proper rocket. We call that in the hood. We call that a
That
rockers.
was that was one of the best fights, and I've been to fights. I've been going to fights for 20 years.
Mm.
That was one of the best fights I've ever been to. Period.
Yeah.
That fight transcended gender.
Yeah. No, yeah, well, yeah, you can't even call it because that's the thing. What I don't. That's the thing. Boxing needs to get out of this women's boxing or boxing because UFC, MMA, they don't say women's MMA, female MMA. They just call it straight MMA or UFC. So that's what we need to do. But a fight like that with Amanda
I
Serrano
agree,
and
Eddie.
Katie Taylor will go towards getting it changed from women's boxing into just straight boxing because that is up. That is that fight, and I'm not sure if you saw Lee Wood versus Michael Conlan fight.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was some mad fight. That was a mad fight. But them two fights are the top two fights that the British fans have seen this year. I'm sure those guys in the comments will agree.
Yeah,
Amanda
they're
Taylor
50-50,
or
but if you say Serrano
Lee
won, you
Wood
say
versus
Taylor
Conlan.
won.
It was a mad fight. It was like one of them back. It was one of them back and forth fights where Michael Conlan dropped Lee Wood, who's the champion, in the first round. Conlan was counter punching him.
I might have seen that fight. I don't remember.
And then he got punched out the ring, Michael Conlan, in the last
Oh,
round,
okay.
and he was so ahead. It was crazy. It was one of them last round rallies. But yeah, yeah, that fight, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. I can't wait for the rematch. And guess what? I say in the rematch, Amanda, because the way they fight, Amanda Serrano now has downloaded enough data where she can't let them first 3 rounds go. And I think by the time they have a rematch where Katie's a little bit older, I have Amanda
Well, you
to.
know, Amanda ain't young either.
Yeah, she's 33, but Katie's 35. So if you give that 18 months, there's still is going to be a significant difference. So I think I have Amanda stopping Katie within 18 months because she nearly had her out in
Man,
round
listen,
five.
a couple times. A
Yeah,
couple times had her out on her feet. She didn't even know what she was.
yeah.
A couple times. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know if you knew this, but Amanda, when I was working for Greg Cohen, I signed her.
How is it?
And we were the first ones to put her on TV. I put her on
What year was
TV
that?
3 times.
What year was this?
Uh, maybe like 8 years ago,
Okay.
something like that. But yeah, we put her on TV 3 times. I begged him to sign her because I found her in the boxing gym at Gym X here in Brooklyn. And I was like, yo, this girl's different. Like, I watched her spar, I watched her work, and I was like, yo, this girl, I've never seen a girl fight like this.
Mm.
Like, she was just so impressive to me. And then, I was seeing her drop dudes in the gym,
Yeah,
to the body and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, I got to do something. At first, I tried to sign her to Roy Jones because I was working with Roy too. And they
yeah,
didn't want her. They didn't want to do a deal with a girl. And then
yeah.
and then Greg signed her. But imagine all them promoters that passed up on her.
Imagine.
They kicking themselves now. Like, damn it.
Yeah, because
It took
even
a YouTuber to
yeah,
fucking sign her.
yeah.
Well, I mean, she was with Eddie for a couple fights too, so
Yeah, but Eddie didn't see the vision because he didn't want to pay her
right,
originally.
right.
Then he
Yeah, I
started,
think he offered her like 200 or something to
yeah,
fight Katie at first.
yeah, 200. And then Amanda was saying she's going on some kind of Colombian version of like Love Island or one of them reality shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so she said, I'll rather do that than the money you're giving me. And then, because obviously Jake's pumped it up and the public's demanded it, how they getting over 1 million each. So it just shows you.
Right. Yep. For sure. Definitely. Yeah, it was worth the wait.
It was only a couple of years, and it was during the pandemic when everyone's broke and losing money anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
she did the right thing.
100%.
But it's like Eddie. He when he missed out on the chance to sign Tyson Fury when he come back off of his
But she's a but
drinking and
she is the woman version of Gabe Rosado Bum. He's funny.
drugs. But Sarah doesn't fight.
So nice.
They don't. But you don't fight.
That's
So
all
what?
right. You'll see me in Dubai working Floyd's fight, working Mickey Bay's fight. It's cool because I'm making coins. What have you done in the sport, sir?
Nathan Ford. What's up? This? Oh, God. Yes.
Hey, if they ain't hating you, you ain't doing anything right.
No, and it's true. And do you know
You
what
know
makes
what
it?
I mean? If they
And
hating you, you doing the right shit.
no, but Sarah, do you know what makes it even better?
Yeah,
It's not even like it's a woman hating you, where
right.
you might.
Listen. I know I'm doing something right, man. I'll be that. I'll be a bum. You
No,
keep thinking I'm a bum.
but it's
It's
not even
fine.
like
I'll keep making these coins though.
no, but it's not even like that. Some woman who's upset that her man's in your DMs is some man. If you're a man and you're there abusing women online, that just shows what kind of don you are. You're just a clown.
Yes. Yeah, dodo bird.
Clown. Trolling women online and you're a man. Come
Mm.
on, that's not alpha, that's beta. But we move on. We don't even give a man anything.
Exactly. Let's not give it too much thought.
Yeah, we're on. We're now. I'm seeing flowers for you,
Yeah,
diamond.
thank you. Yeah, look at that. See, I
Let's
appreciate
see.
you.
This is what is. You see the energy straight away.
Yeah.
Flowers, and this is what I'm saying. Yes, Eddie
Okay.
Manzi. But yeah, so now we've got, and I'm not sure how much Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall are getting, but I'm sure their wages are
Oh man,
now,
I can't wait for that one.
yeah, but their wages have now been boosted off of the back
Hey, you know
off
I
of,
ain't the biggest Clarissa Shields fan out here.
yeah, I know you're a fan of my
I
boo.
like Savannah Marshall, man. She's fire.
She's fire. But Alicia Baumgardner is my favorite
She's
female.
fire too. I like Alicia. So I put together a female fight on the Floyd card, the exhibition thing in Dubai on the 14th with Delphine Persoon and Elham McCallid. I think that's how you pronounce her
Yeah.
last
Oh, you
name.
set that up.
I made that fight and I got it to be for the WBC silver title. So whoever wins that fight will be the mandatory for Alicia.
Okay.
Now,
Oh,
what a fight that would be with Alicia and Persoon.
oh, that's crazy.
That'd be a great fight too, right?
Alicia's
Because
gonna have to counter her.
arguably, Persoon beat Katie at least once.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone knows that. And because yeah, Alicia's gonna have to be on the back foot countering that night because
I like Alicia.
soon
And
is
I'd like to see her fight Michaela Mayer as well.
yeah, what she's trying to do, she's trying to grab Choi first, the belt for Choi. That way, her bargaining power when you've got like three belts and your negotiation, you get a better split.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all good.
Exactly.
But that'll
But
be
the
good.
thing is, like, so the press conference for Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, I asked the last question, and it was to Jake, asking him if he was going to sign some more talent.
Hmm.
And because I think that, a lot of people are curious about that. Like, maybe, Amanda was just a one off. This is, he's going to just really be into promoting himself. But the fact that he said yes, that opens a lot of doors, because I think that he's the only one that could really, like, because of who he is and his fan base,
Hmm.
he's the only one that could pay that kind of money and get that kind of money for these women.
Yeah, and
Because those women, those people, those fans that aren't necessarily boxing fans are going to tune in because he says so.
yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. What he did, he made a great thing on use on.
Hold on, Eddie. No, Alicia Baumgardner. No, Slick Ashley, she's retired, man. She's like 50 something.
Oh God, you might well offer Jane Couch. But yeah, no, Jake Paul he did a great job in using the Fight TV Triller as a platform
Right.
to launch and then do his shows. And that way now, as you said, he's got Amanda Serrano, and he's been protesting about, and I can see him signing some UFC fighters or MMA fighters.
Yeah, yeah,
In
all that.
he's always about fighters getting paid properly and not getting exploited, and that's why
Gigi, you
they.
know what it is? You know what it is about her is that she makes it harder for herself than it has to be with the bullshit that comes out of her mouth.
Mm,
Like this when she says something, she would beat up Sean Porter, or she'd never fight on a Jake Paul undercard, but then she goes and slides in his DM. Like, you know what I mean? She does stuff that makes you not want to, like, root for her. The stuff that she says. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And to me, like, and I get it. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else gonna believe in you. But
Mm-hmm.
for her to come straight out the amateurs, calling herself the GOAT when you ain't put in no work yet, and these women didn't even have the opportunity to go to the Olympics, you just got here, you rubbing me the wrong way already.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, so you telling me you better than Lucia Riker? You telling me you better than Layla Ali? You telling me you better than Ann Wolf? You telling me you better than Christy Martin?
No,
Like
but I'll
Jessica
tell you.
Rakowski?
Yeah,
Like, come on, man.
but I tell you, Clarissa, she's always paying homage to Anne Wolf. So I think she knows deep down she ain't no Anne Wolf.
Man, you ain't no Ann Wolf.
Anne Wolf was laying at 6'5" as you
Right.
saw that mad tall blonde woman
Vonda Ward.
that knockout is just
Vonda Ward.
it's one
I
of them all
remember
time
that.
man woman. It don't matter what gender you are. That's an all time KO.
Now you know if I know female boxing, if I can name the woman you talking about
Come on, come on.
from
There
20 years ago.
My boy Base the Kid as well. If you check out, he's got a show he calls the Femme Files. He does like on a weekly basis. He's always like talking about strictly female women's boxing and paying homage to some of the women who don't necessarily get no shine over this side of the pond or in the world. So
Man, you know women have been boxing since the 1700s.
there you go.
Do you know what I mean? And boxing's one thing, like, I feel like, again, transcends gender. The skill, like, you don't have to be a man or a woman to have that skill,
Hmm.
right? Like, it's not like, football or, I mean, football, I guess,
Now,
soccer, you
women's
know,
soccer is not like men's soccer. It's just
yeah, it's a little different, right? But I feel like women should have 3 minute rounds because then you'd have more knockouts, right? Because I feel like if they had 3 minute rounds with Katie and Amanda, Amanda would have got her up out of there.
yeah. If it was 3 10s, it could have been a different fight.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So what do you think about Franchon?
Oh, that's your girl, isn't it? Oh, yeah, no, she
I
was.
like
Oh,
Frank.
that was violence. But what all it is
Pure
what?
She chose violence that night.
Yeah, but what? No, but what I don't get yet, I've noticed in a couple of fights, she lands some big, massive right hands, but she doesn't seem to drop these people. So I'm
Them
like,
those are big girls, big strong ass sturdy girls. We talking about.
yes, I'm like,
And that girl big as shit. That girl she fought,
yeah, Swedish one.
good lord, that woman is big. That's
Yeah,
a big sturdy statue of a woman right there.
yeah, because myself and my guy, Base the Kid, he was saying because she's only got two knockouts in like 8 wins. It's like even though she's landing in big right hands and she's making them bleed and spit
You
blood.
know what it is like with Franchon is like, again, she's not the most technically sound.
Mm,
Like, she throws a lot of overhand looping shots.
yeah,
Her gets a little wild sometimes, but she has that heart, that stability. Like, she sees red. You know
yeah.
what I mean? She fights off a lot of emotion. Yeah, she fought Shields her pro debut.
I was there at the T-Mobile Arena. That was the Andre Ward Kovalev one fight. I
They
was
fought
there.
each other their pro debut.
Yeah, I was there live in the arena.
Her only loss.
Yeah, yeah, I was there live in the arena. Maurice Hooker was on the bill. Um, what's that guy? Curtis Stevenson was on the bill.
Oh, poor Curtis, man. I was at his last fight. It was bad.
Oh yeah, that. He shouldn't have been in there that night. But yeah, there was a load of good. It was a great bill. In 2017, November 21st.
That long ago?
Yep.
Jesus.
No,
Yeah.
2016. Sorry, 2016, November 21st,
And
2016.
I think I don't even think Franchon has 10 fights.
That's what I'm saying. But the pandemic would have messed up her activity, though.
60. So we talking 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, 2016,
10,
November
10
21st.
fights in 6 years?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But then
rough.
2 of those years she was because of the pandemic or whatever. And if you're not with a big promoter, they ain't
She
gonna.
pushed the leader out the gate, I think.
Who was she signed with? Sorry.
She signed with Salida, same as Clarissa. The
Yeah.
initially.
But yeah,
And,
but
and
Salita
then
would
she
always.
went to Matchroom. Salida was doing shows.
Yeah. But
He
yeah.
local like club show type stuff, like Showbox, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he was doing shows, he just chose not to put it on.
Yeah, that's not good. But it just well, it don't matter anyway. He tried to shelf her. She still become the undisputed champion. So, as I say, persistence beats resistance. So, have you watched Joshua Buatsi fight before, or any of his fights?
I did. I did watch his fights once. I haven't studied him,
Hmm.
but I heard this is a tough one for Craigie Poo.
Yeah. So this is on the what's it consensus. It's billed as a 50-50 fight. It's a non-title fight,
Really?
but it's a non-title fight, but it's like basically one of
But
those fights.
he says that the winner fights Canelo. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah. So that's why it's a non-title fight. So it's basically who wins the bag.
I better go ahead and line Craig up because he might I'm just,
Yeah, because
might have to get him put a ring on it or something.
Canelo
Like
wants
let's
to
be more than friends, friend.
Canelo wants to fight in December in the UK, and he wants to put so whoever wins this is gonna probably get because Triple G is already built
It's
for
a
September,
life-changing fight.
of course, because Triple G is Canelo's next fight in September for
Mm.
Mexican independence, and then he wants to come over to the UK because it's something Floyd never did and give the fans something. So whoever wins out of Buatsi and Craig is gonna obviously fight on the as a December bill. So
Mm.
this is why it's a 50-50 fight. It's Eddie Hearn just thought, yeah, if you want the bag, you're gonna have to fight each other then and see who wins, and you can get the bag. You know, as Canelo says,
I'm gonna pray for Craigie Poo, man. I'm praying.
Craig,
That's my
listen,
boy. I love me
right,
some Craig. That's my
Craig,
guy.
Craig's got this. Listen, I've been in the camp. If you ask
He
anybody in this
got it
boxing, ask anybody in this
in the
boxing,
bag.
they know I'm the master of aficionado. When
Oh
I
my God. Hold on. Let me tell my dogs to shut up. Hey, get over here. They're maniacs, these animals. Zoe, come here. Come
they
here.
are,
Get over here. Treats. You want treats? Yeah, they come running.
yes, Eddie Murphy, Triple G in September. No, it is. But yeah, listen, Craig's got this one. Trust me,
All
he's got.
right. I'm,
It's gonna be.
I'm
It's not gonna be no. I
pulling
predict Craig on points because Joshua
I'm
Buatsi
pulling
is
for
one of these.
Craig.
He's one of these tough, stubborn Ghanaians who he's just gonna get stuck up and lose on points. So Craig's
That's
gonna win on
that's
points.
the that's the Boatsy guy. He's
Yeah,
from
yeah. Craig's
uh,
gonna Craig's gonna be hitting him with knockout shots, but because of the African
you
pride,
know what
like
I just don't like about he opens up so wide. Craig, like when he throws a hook, he like brings it way back here.
don't worry about that. Don't
He
worry
said,
about it.
"Don't worry about
Don't
that."
talk about any of that. We'll talk, if you want to talk about that, you talk to me in private. Do not be giving these ops because I have enemies.
Right, they up.
I have enemies on my life. I have
God
ops
damn
on my
it!
life. I have all that on my life.
Nah, I'm
You
gonna
got
go
ops
ahead and
under my life. You
I'm
got
rooting
ops
for
on my life
Craig, man.
trolling you. You've got ops on my life trolling you. So you see what I'm saying? You can't even talk about these things on life because you do.
Angel, what's good, baby? Double A boxing. He made Amanda's trunks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Angel. He makes everybody trunks. He makes trunks for Berlanga. He makes trunks for everybody.
mm, okay.
Yeah, he's the man.
Shout out double
Angel, double A boxing.
double A boxing. What up, champ? Listen,
Yeah. Hey,
I'm
they took that from my girl, right, Chant? They took that from my girl.
yeah. Listen, Amanda. Listen, she had some good rounds, but overall, she lost. She gave away too many rounds, especially the first three. She was taking too long to find her distance, man.
That's crazy because one judge had scored the first three for her, I think.
Yeah, but come on, she weren't landing. Katie was using
Should
the
have
amateur
landed a
style on her.
lot.
Katie used the amateur style on her. You know, free twos or free threes. She was using the amateur free threes on her at first.
I didn't score the first three for Katie.
I did. I gave Amanda 4, 5, 6, and 10. So I scored it 6-4 for Katie.
Mm. Yeah,
And the thing is,
I had it.
where it is that the
The
Amanda round.
whole fight, yo,
No, but I'm
Angel.
saying
The whole fight, yo, was walking her down. The
no,
whole
but
fight.
yeah, but you can't walk down and not. You can walk down, but you got to land. So
She
where it
was
is
landing. Did you see Katie's face?
in the first three, in the first three, in the first three. Come on now, the
Oh,
first three, she weren't
she
landing
was
nothing.
landing like shit.
4, 5, 6. That was round 4, 5, 6,
So
and
you
because
mean to
round,
tell me that she wasn't hitting Katie the first 3 rounds?
of course, she landed one or two, but she was landing. That was
One or
body.
two.
That was body shots. She wasn't even landing. She wasn't even landing to the head, and
But
then
you know body shots count in boxing, right?
I know, but it
Like
weren't
you know you
hurting.
can knock somebody out with a body shot.
Of course, but what I noticed though, what I have clocked
Oh
is
my
that
goodness gracious.
women are able to take body shots better than men. And funny enough, when I
I
was
don't
doing
know who taught you that lie.
no, I said women take body shots better than men.
Why you think that is?
I think that's to do with women's muscles being stronger around their abdomen due to the maternal muscles where they're able to protect children.
It
Because
sounds like a racist.
you don't see women go down from a body shots curled over, banging the canvas like Oscar De La Hoya or Matthew Macklin. You don't see that. You don't
Oh
really see
my
women go down from
god.
body shots. When you check it, your midriff muscles are more stronger than men because you're built to protect.
You know that's in the hips, right?
Yeah, but you're built to protect like the maternal stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, so the body shots, the first 3 rounds they weren't doing nothing to Katie. It was only like round
So is this
4.
a scientific fact or is this just something you thought up in your head?
No, this is something I've done from personal
You've
studies
done
of
some
knowledge of
personal
boxing.
research on this?
Yeah, personal
Okay.
research.
Send me those links when you get a moment.
No, but no, but what I'm gonna do market research next. So
Okay.
we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
All right, you go ahead.
Yeah, it's theory, James boxing. It's not proven facts. I'm just saying what I
Oh,
personally.
okay, all right. I was gonna say, send me them links so I can look, see what you're talking about.
No, but when you think about it, you don't really see women fighters getting taken out by body shots, though, do you?
Huh? I think that it's pretty much because a lot of women don't go to the body. Like a lot of women, I want to say this. A lot of women fight off emotion, right?
Mm.
So like kind of skills sometimes go out the window. You ever notice that? Like sometimes in a female fight, like it just kind of be a little crazy. It get
Yeah,
a little
like
crazy.
Carissa. Like Carissa was
Right.
more.
So
Carissa was more
like
controlled with her
Clarissa's a
hammer shot.
headhunter.
Mm,
Clarissa's a headhunter. She doesn't go to the body a lot.
no.
You know what I mean? So it's like they forget about the body. I think it's because a lot of women like lose their focus when they're fighting because it becomes more emotional. They fight off emotions. I don't know. But that's
Yeah,
why a lot of women too, they don't like sparring with other women.
yeah.
Like I really honestly never liked sparring with women when I was fighting. I like sparring with guys because they know how to work. It's not emotional. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like it's like, all right, let's take the emotions out of it and let's work. Like Amanda doesn't spar with women at all.
yeah,
She only spars with guys. You
yeah.
know, there's a lot of women that only spar with guys because it's just you're gonna get better work, better quality work, and that's just it.
Mm. And see, and this is why I'm glad you come on because we get the different perspective. You see, so
Right.
even though my name's
Angel,
Danny,
man, come on, let's do it, baby.
this is what I'm saying. Sometimes we've got to get someone to give the different perspective and give as I've seen the people in the comments, they're agreeing more with your side than my side, which is all good. As long as we're all learning, then that's the beauty
Of
of.
course. That's what it's all about, though. And really, female boxing is relatively new to the masses.
Yeah, the
Like
mainstream.
where people like that watch a Canelo fight can see women fight. You know, not the boxing fan like you and I, but we talking about the casual fan.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like being able to get these perspectives from women like me or Ronica Jeffries or like, you know, women who did it before, like the generation before now, you know, they're getting kind of like a history lesson.
Yeah. No, that's true. Real talk. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Antoine Tarver
And
Jr.
that's Antonio Tarver Jr. That's
Antonio
Antonio.
Tarver Jr. Big ups. I've seen
Yeah.
him fight
Good
before.
fighter here too.
Yeah, I've seen him fight before actually. Good fighter, man. So yeah, man.
A lot of fighters that their dads fought before, they never you know, exceed their father's level. He's a
Yeah,
good fighter though.
the only fighter, um, the only fighter in history I'd say whose father was a successful world champion and
Or that he was as successful as his
no,
father.
I'm saying the only person I could say whose dad was a world champion and they succeeded their father, I would say is Corey Spinks.
Corey Spinks. And what's his name is coming up too. Your British guy, Connor Ben.
Yeah, but I don't think he would surpass his dad.
We'll see. Time will
Well,
tell.
we'll see. Actually, we'll see because
He's got some power.
yeah, no, he's looking good. Actually, to be fair, but I'm saying so far, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
because Conor Ben could, but I'm saying so far, the only person I can say in
That's
history
good,
who's
Angel.
superseded their world champion father is Corey Spinks. Because obviously, people like Floyd and Shea Mosley, their
Yeah,
sons.
Jay Mosley's son.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, and Floyd Mayweather's dad wasn't a world champion, so he doesn't
right.
count.
Was his
Yeah,
uncle? His uncle was, right?
yeah, his uncle's two-weight world champion.
Yeah.
He's in the boxing Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's what uncle say. That it's about dad say he just misses out there. Even though Roger did train him from
Now we
most.
got the kid, Ali's grandson.
Oh, Nicola, he's
We'll
not gonna come
see
on.
what happens with that.
Bush Ali, come on, he's not gonna. Muhammad,
I
he's
know
not
he's
gonna
black.
beat Muhammad. Oh,
He's
stop.
not great.
I say, what's his name? But Katsidis' son, the Australian guy. No, sorry, no, Tim Tszyu. He's looking good.
Pasta Zoo, son.
Yeah, Tszyu son. Yeah, Tim Tzયુ's super welterweight.
Getting old, bro.
Yeah, he's ranked like number 5 or 4 now. He's in line for the a shot, so we'll see how he gets on. But he's unbeaten. He's blasting guys out, so he's looking good. Yeah, him, Tim Tszyu, Conor Ben, they're on course
I
to.
think Connor Ben has a chance, man. I like him.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's very explosive. Very explosive.
I think he
But
has.
just obviously someone like Jaron Ennis. But I think Conor Ben could win if for
Wait,
instance.
Deron Ennis, was his dad a boxer?
No, he's the same weight as Conor.
Oh, I was like, you mentioned Deron Ennis. I was like, where is he?
Now his
Oh,
dad.
Robert Mikey Garcia. Yeah, true. Yeah, facts. Mikey
Was,
Garcia was a world champion. Robert Garcia was a world champion. Facts.
was he? Was his dad the
Absolutely.
champion?
Absolutely.
Hmm. But has he beat? Is he surpassed his dad? He hasn't got a signature win like that though. Unfortunately, like his dad, because every his signature fights was Errol Spence. I can't even call Sandor Martin a signature fight, and he still lost to him. Mikey needs to go down some weight, man.
I think he's a gatekeeper now.
Yeah, he needs. Yeah, he's on the tacos too heavy now, man.
He's on the tacos. You know, Cinco de Mayo yesterday, honey. He was on them tacos.
Come on, and the burritos and the
Margaritas.
empanadas.
Yeah.
Where was you at the bodega?
Mm-hmm. That ain't Mexican, honey. That's a
Oh yeah, Puerto Rican.
Puerto
Yeah,
Rico, I think.
yeah,
Bodega.
yeah. But yeah, the empanadas, yeah, all that great beef. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say Mikey Garcia. I'd say, but yeah, Conor Ben. I think when Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. Whoever wins, undisputed, but belts will get vacated, relinquished, or whatever. And then I think Conor Benn will pick up a version. I believe Jerron Ennis will pick up a version, and I believe
I like
that.
Ron a lot. I just think he get hit too much.
Yeah, and I think that Imantas Stanionis will pick up a version because I think that Virgil Ortiz is going to move up because he couldn't even make the weight for Mike
Mm.
the last time. So yeah, I think them guys will be the three world champions next, and then what happens in the unification happens. But Conor Benn, I think, will win a
He was
version.
sitting next to me at the Katie Taylor fight. He watched me and Katie's mom almost get in a fucking fight.
Oh my boy, Galao Fire.
Yeah, he was sitting
Yeah,
next to me.
Galao. Yeah, his brothers.
He
He's
watched
from.
me fall out of my fucking chair.
His brothers are serious fighters.
Oh,
Khalid
man.
Fire and Kalao Fire. He's
Yeah,
fighting.
he
They're pros as well.
was
I like Galao Fire. I was with Coach Gary with the tight skin tight
Oh
tracksuit.
my God. Yeah, I almost got to fight with Katie Taylor's mother.
Oh no!
Yes, dog. I was ringside and I'm screaming, send her ass home. Put
Shout
her in
out
a
my
body bag. Send her home.
shout out my missus Glamour Pez 82. She wants to.
She turned around and poked me. She poked me and said something I couldn't even make out what she said. I had this thing in my head. I had this in my hand, this little thing. I rolled it up. I said, you poke me one more motherfucking time, I'll bop the shit out you. Your old ass.
Come on, don't be punching up old OAP.
God damn it. Don't touch me. Don't fucking poke me. It's a fight. I'm supposed to root for who I want to root for.
Yeah, of
Tell her to
course. And
go home in a body bag. That's what the fuck should happen.
you're in your home turf. You know what I mean? Tell her don't get too close. We're in New York now.
Fucking poke me. Shit.
Come
She poked me like an old lady, you know, the old lady pokes and the real stern ones.
The Karen poke.
Poke the shit out of. Yo, listen, that'd have been the end of my careers. Eddie was sitting right in front of me with Jake, Sean Palmer, and the mama poked me. I had to tell her I was gonna pop her.
Crazy. So what have you got going on? Any things? When you coming over UK next?
So I'm going to Dubai on Tuesday for the Mayweather thing.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm most likely staying for the Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer fight.
Oh yeah.
Because I got hired to do the press conference here in New York. Angel, you should come to that. That's on the 10th on Tuesday at 5:00 in Harlem too. So you should come. It's at the Cove. So you should come. Angels in Harlem. So I'm doing that, and then yeah, we'll see. I mean, I want to come to Craigie Pooh's fight.
Wait, yeah, because you Chantel Cameron's on that on the card.
I know, yeah, my baby girl, man. I love
Yeah,
that girl.
you got your client on the
I feel
card.
bad for her with that MTK stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another topic for another day.
Another topic for another day. The girl I matched with Persoon, she was with MTK too. She undefeated, 15-0.
Yeah. MTK Probellum is very political right now. Yeah, it's one of them ones.
Probellum, honey. So were they in like Probellum and MTK? Were they like they were in cahoots? Like what was the situation there?
Oh man, it's deep.
Come on, you could talk about it.
No, I can tell you, but I want you to. I need to tell you in person because it's deep. I don't want these trolls trying to record me. This is one of these. It's something. It's for the streets. It's street shit.
Hold on, Angel. It's at the Cove. It's on 125th. Or no, not 125th. It's like kind of by Corner Social.
Actually, do you know what? Because you're in the US, I'm going to give you the scoop. So MTK Global. Yeah, MTK Global. I mean,
I know what happened with them, like with the whole, mob thing. I mean, everybody knew about that for the longest. But
Yeah,
what was the deal with Probellum?
Yeah, Daniel Kinahan was the founder of MTK Global, but he named it MTK for Matthew, because Matthew Mackling was called the Knife. So MTK stood for Mac the Knife Macklin, MTK, Mac Knife Macklin. So, but obviously he's the face because he was the boxer. You know, he fought Golovkin, got done with a body shot. Matthew Macklin, whatever.
Mm-mm.
Then when it started, it was a bit. There was a bit of a shady connotation with the company. So Matthew Macklin was the like head of it, and then allegedly they're saying Probellum was started by Daniel Kinahan, who couldn't go back to Ireland. That's why the Probellum shows are all in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Probellum and MTK are the same thing. So any
Copy. But
both
wasn't it Richard Schaefer doing it?
no,
Probellum?
no.
What
They
did he
may
have
have,
a part of? I know he was something to do with it though.
yeah, they probably stuck him on the poster, but they're saying, you know, the
Because I
mob.
know the guy Harrison, he used to be the attorney for Top Rank. He moved to Dubai and works for Probellum now.
Yeah, yeah, but there's allegedly the guy who
Alleged.
is the yeah, allegedly the MTK founder is the Probellum founder, but he's the behind the curtain man. So he will put people like Matthew Macklin as the poster boy of MTK,
Copy.
put Richard Schaefer as the poster man because he can't be front line.
Eddie, if I don't go to Devin's fight, I'll go to that. But them tickets looking crazy right now.
What, for Australia?
Man, listen. So I refuse to fly economy to Australia.
Oh, but
Don't do it.
you guys call it coach, right?
Coach, economy, the back of the bus. I won't do it. I won't.
Rosa
The way
Parks.
my knees are set up, it's not happening. These knees can't take that. That's 24 hours of flight time.
Yeah, yeah.
So them business class seats is like 10 bands. Yes.
Oh yeah, but you're going from literally from window to wall. That's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah, it's 10. So I'm like, yo, Dad, unless you want to pay, you say you want me there, it's gonna cost you. Because I love you, sir, to death and back, but I just physically cannot do it.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, and if he wants you there, you'll be there. Do you know what I mean?
2 tickets for that fight costing me $600 for which fight? For
It must be Devin.
no, he talking about the Tank fight.
For what?
Yeah,
Well,
facts. I can't do it. I can't do economy to Australia. That's insane. Unless he bought me 3 seats in a row. But then I was looking at the cost of economy. It's almost $2,000 round trip. So you might as well just buy me business class.
yeah, he might as well. I'm watching. I'm watching that. I'll be watching that on the Zone or wherever. No, sorry, it's Top Rack Show. Is it Show?
I would
Showtime?
love to go. I really would. I don't mind flying if I'm business class.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah,
going to Dubai business class.
yeah, yeah.
I don't mind that because I'll
Yeah,
sleep. I'll
I've been
take a
business.
good Xanax.
Yeah, I've been business class and first class, but you know, because I'm from the blocks, I'm from the ground up. Like I'm from cornflakes and water. So if I've got to go economy somewhere, I'll
I will
support
do
it.
economy too, but nothing over 5 hours, bruh.
No,
Like
we used to.
what we're not gonna do is be uncomfortable.
I know, but
That's things I will spend money on. Now, there are things I refuse. Like I like bags and purses and shoes and all that stuff, but I refuse to spend over a certain amount on a purse. But
yeah,
when it comes to my travel and my comfort and leisure stuff, things I can remember, like memories, they can't take that away from you, right? But
mm,
I gotta be comfortable. Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah.
The
No,
worst thing on the world is flying and you can't stretch your legs and your knees lock up and you gotta walk up and down the aisle. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're too old for that.
well, I know you're 25 years old and that, so your knees are getting a bit stiff. But after about a few hours, I just start walking up and down the aisle because I said I'm from the blocks, I'm from cornflakes, so I'm from the roads, as they said.
Yeah,
So
you thugging it.
yeah,
I wasn't
you
raised
know
like
why?
that.
Do you know why? Because you know what I think about? I just think about my grandparents when they came over to Britain in the Windrush on the ship. And I just think they slugged it for someone like me 2 generations down the line. So I can do it if I need to. For if it's any fight, I ain't doing that. But something like a unification, undisputed, because this fight, yeah, with Devin Haney and Kambosos. I've been debating with so many, man, especially my boy, pugilist boy Tony Cox. He keeps talking about that this franchise championship is the real championship. I'm like, no, it's not undisputed until there's no dispute. The dispute is man's talking about email, man's talking about is this franchise champion real? But Lomachenko got elevated to franchise rather than fight his mandatory in Devin Haney. He got beat in a voluntary by Teofimo Lopez, who was a then voluntary slash franchise WBC champion, who then didn't want to fight Devin Haney when Devin Haney called him, and then he went and fought Kambosos and got beat in his voluntary. So these guys are getting beat in voluntaries, not mandatories. So to finish this dispute of undisputed, this is the fight I want to see, and I can't.
Yeah, it's a beautiful fight. What you think? What you think about it?
That Kambosos looks very sharp on his pads and the way he fights, but I think Devin I think it's the right time for him to take this fight, because I think I've got Devin on a close points decision, and I'm glad that he's taking this fight now, because if this was 1 year later, then I think Kambosos might win on points by dropping Devin, because his head.
I'm gonna tell you something. So I had Mickey Bay when he fought Kambosos.
Yeah.
Right. And Mickey, he got knocked down in I forgot what round it is. It was a later round, and he got knocked down, but it was more of a slip, and they called it a knockdown.
No, but why I say I'm happy for Devin to fight him now is because Devin, I've clocked his head now, is too big for his body, which means he's not a 135 fighter anymore. He needs to go to 140. And he's
Devin?
Yeah, and this is why his power's not showing, because he needs to go up. So this is the best time, because this needs to be his last fight at 135 and move, because his body is too. You can see he's dehydrating himself. Where if you look at his head and his body,
head is too big for his body.
Too big for his body. So that tells me you are a
double boxing Romero
himself.
Yeah, kick his ass, baby.
Yeah, so he needs to move up. I'm glad. If this was 1 year later, he'd be.
But totally... I think Devin.
Devin on points.
Devin on points, and I like
close points.
Don't get me wrong. I think Kambosos is a great fighter. I really do. You know, I think he's a good fighter. But I think I was at the fight with him and Teofimo. That was another amazing fight. Amazing, right?
Yeah. You was there with Craig and Dean and that,
Yep. Sitting with them. I think that if he fought Teofimo any other time, Teofimo might have beat him. Number one, because I don't think Teofimo was in the right headspace.
His dad was
situation with his wife, the whole, I think that he allowed Kambosos to get into his head and suck him into his fight.
Yeah. And his dad was
Yeah, his daddy is a nut job.
Yeah, his dad wasn't even in the right frame of mind.
He really I think he'd be such a better fighter if he got his daddy out of his fucking corner, yo.
No, but guess what? His dad was a good asset to him in the Lomachenko fight, because his dad was hungry, because his dad wanted his son to achieve the ultimate goal, which he never got to achieve. And once they beat Lomachenko, his dad's thought, mission complete. I've clocked the game.
Mac, yes, I have met Al Heyman a few times. He's a ghost.
And we're not talking about James St. Patrick.
Yeah, I've met him several times. I have his phone number. I used to have to do business with him when I worked with Gary Shaw.
Shout out off the canvas. Eid Mubarak, brother. I'm glad that you're back online. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight, though. And then the Rolly Tank fight, I mean, that shit's going to be a massacre.
Yeah, Tank's going to wash it, man.
Look, yo, it says female butt chins. Yes.
The Danny Zuko chin.
Yo, that's a real Instagram page. That's fucking great.
The Danny Zuko chin. But yeah, guys, make
Yes.
sure that you go and watch my latest interview with the Master Knowledge Spencer Fearon on YouTube at Five Fan TV Live, the Neutral Corner show. And also make sure you hit up and add Sarah Fina. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Tank's gonna wash Rolly. Rolly is some wannabe.
Yeah.
He's a wannabe bad
Who's
boy.
on
But
that undercard?
what in the TMT
Yeah,
undercard?
who's on the undercard?
I can't even tell you.
No.
Yeah, because
Surprise!
this is his last fight of on Mayor of Promotion, isn't it, for Tank? This is Tank's last fight on Mayor of Promotions.
I wonder where he's gonna go. He might try to do his own thing like everybody else is doing.
He might. His best bet is probably to go to the Zone or
Hey,
Top Rank.
listen, the people gonna follow him. He packs the house.
Yeah, but if he wants titles, he's gonna have to sign with a promoter who has to. So, depending on who wins out of Devin and Cambosos, it's out of the Zone or Top Rank.
What is it? What is it about Eddie that he doesn't get contracts on these guys?
No, he does. He does
a fight for fight deal.
Yeah, temporary contracts. So like 2 fight deals, 3 fight deals.
I don't get that. I don't get that. What? Like with Dillian White, think of how much money he invested into him.
Yeah, with Dillian, it's a fight by fight deal, but Dillian's always fought for Eddie, apart from obviously this last fight because Frank Warren won the purse bid.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
But with Eddie, I think it's a smart move because he does fight by fight. Someone like Dillian's always going to fight for Eddie, but then say his market stock goes down, Eddie doesn't have to keep putting him out there because he's not signed to him, so he's not obligated to put him on a show. Right. That way, the man can't say, "Oh, you shelved me." It's a
but check this out though. If you a fighter and you got the following, what you need a promoter for?
Yeah, but Dillian's not in that position. Someone like AJ.
No,
now,
but I'm saying like Terrence Crawford or Tank. Tank leaves. He don't need no promoter. He need a network.
Yeah.
He hire his own team.
Like Anthony Joshua, he necessarily don't really need a promoter now.
He don't need a promoter either.
Yeah, because the rumor is he's going to stay with Sky Sports.
Yeah, all you need is a network. You don't need a promoter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like once you hit that pinnacle to where you're the product, you're the product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the promoter's not the product. You the product. You what people want to see, not the promoter.
But with Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford would have been a product, but you had someone so bad mind like Bob Arum saying, "I lost money on every show I put him on." So now Terrence has had to go with Al Heyman, which is a good move because Al Heyman looks after the brothers. So he's got a 2-fight deal, and obviously I imagine the first fight is with Errol Spence. So that's both their career high paid. So
right.
Terrence done and you know that Al Heyman's going to promote him correctly. He ain't gonna have some guy. Like, for instance, Bob Arum, every minute he's talking about Lomachenko, who doesn't even speak English, or some other Mexican dude.
Right.
You know,
I hated what he said about women's boxing, man. I lost so much respect for him. He's like, when he was talking about Amanda and Katie, he's like, nobody cares. We could care less. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you got to remember, he was born in 1930.
Right.
So when he was in his youth, like his prime years, that would have been like 1952, 1953.
It's sad, man.
Women had no rights. Women had no say. So he's from that era where he's too far gone. You can't even change him.
Yeah.
But you gotta just
Sam Watson is the man. Eddie, you crazy.
Yeah, him and his son.
That's my guy, though. Sam Watson is crazy.
Sam Watson and his sons. Sam Watson and his sons are in the ring every fight, boy.
Everybody thinks Sam is Al.
Yeah, that's who I thought he was at first. I thought that was him at first. I thought that was Al Heyman. And then he was like, Sam Watson.
Everybody thinks Sam is Al.
2 sons with them big ears.
His sons is cool though.
No, no, they always sound, but
You
they
know,
got,
Brandy used to play professional baseball.
yeah.
Sure did.
Hmm. See, no, that's good. That's
Not
life.
long, but he played.
Camp says Bob Aaron was a child when Joe Louis was in his prime.
It's facts.
So you can't even blame him about women's boxing. Was the
Yeah.
women's boxing probably weren't even out at their
But
primes.
it's like you old ornery old man. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I mean? Like, some shit is better left unsaid. You can feel how you want to feel, but you have a woman signed to you. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think that makes her feel?
yeah, but he's got when you get to that age, you get dementia, and you can't even blame the man. He's so old. He's so old.
quite witty.
Mac Mac Rothstein says he's from a different era. Can't teach old dogs new tricks. Yeah, he's too old.
Mm-hmm.
So that one you just gotta let him go. Eddie Mancy, Joshua is gonna get romped again by Usyk. Yeah, he needs to come with roadman science.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up
Grumpy
official.
old man.
Bob is an old grump. Yeah, he's old. You just gotta leave him. He's too old now. He's him and Don King's like the same age.
I like Don King better.
But Don King ain't relevant now. He's got what? Trevor Bryant, my fellow Jamaican.
I don't have a funny story about Al. I don't
Yeah.
have any funny stories about Al.
And even if she did, she is not going to give it to you on the live right here for free. She's going to be coming on the neutral corner, and that's where you're going to have to check it out
Yeah,
when you subscribe to the neutral corner.
Other than the fact that every time I met him, he had on the same brown suit.
Yeah, but it's probably a different one though.
Perhaps. But
Yeah,
the same brown suit every time with his
like Dave Dash, the man used their outfits once and then just
with his what do they call it? Mr. Burns haircut. Bald at the top with the hair around the side.
Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, the old white man haircut.
Al
Like,
Heyman make you
just get
sign.
rid of it, bro. Just like let it go.
Did Bob Aaron make you sign non-disclosure agreement?
No, he said, did Al Heyman make me sign a non-disclosure? He said, do I have a funny story?
Oh, that's a lot.
That's why I was saying that I don't have any funny stories about him like that.
Don't the man. Bob is a dinosaur, still chasing the next Cotto.
Man, listen.
Well, they want Edgar Berlanga to be the next Cotto.
Edgar Berlanga, that's my family though. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Nah. Listen, Edgar Berlanga, I like him. I like his profile. I like the way he networks with Fat Joe and all his Puerto Rican.
He is the package when it comes to just like
the look.
Exactly. The character, the mannerism, the personality.
Yeah, he's got the proper Puerto Rican swag.
And they definitely match him right.
A nice guy. He's personable.
Oh man, best. He's the best.
But
you can't help but to love him.
But as a boxer, he's a work in progress. Just don't rush it.
And that's okay. That's okay. Canelo is a work in progress. And look at him now. You know what I mean?
How old is he?
He's a baby. He's like 23?
Yeah, work in progress.
24.
Yeah, work in progress. Give him a chance. So that's what I said. Yeah, but I like what he's doing. I like the way he's going about things. Mac Rothstein, he a ghost. Hold on, but a legend. Before boxing, we need documentary on his career. I don't know who you're talking about. It could be Bob. It could be Don.
Oh, I can't even see the comments no more.
Yeah, but yeah, no, man. But I'm looking for. So, as I'm saying, for the final guys who are on here,
there it is.
I'm gonna have to go to sleep now.
Okay,
but I'm predicting Dmitry Bivol. Fina predicts Canelo
inside Canelo to the body.
To the body inside the distance, and I predict Bivol on points. So you've got it here documented, guys. Make sure.
Wait, hold on. What if they still give it to Canelo, but it was really Bivol? Does it matter then?
It matters because if you know I was right, then I was right.
Oh, all right.
I can't force the judge.
Now, let me ask you something real quick. It does not feel like Canelo fight week.
Yeah, it doesn't, because I'm telling you, the energy. The energies.
I mean, it
It's
was
no,
it was Cinco de Mayo. My Cinco de Mayo was real calm.
yeah, there ain't gonna be no J Balvin. I'll tell you that much. I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this is why I'm the master aficionado. People have it documented
The
from now.
master aficionado.
The
Love
master
it.
aficionado. Spencer Fearon is the master knowledge. Tunde Ajayi is the master genius, and I am the master aficionado. And
Boom.
they'll tell you, Dmitry Bivol's winning on points. So remember, guys, wait, it's the Russia thing. That's why. You know Bivol is going to get robbed. Even if he gets robbed, if as long as we all know he won, then he won. And you know I was right. That's all that matters.
So
So
that
as it goes, it's a mad time probably out in the UK. Can't even check the time. But there you go,
ah, 10, 11, 12. It's like 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. And I've got to be at my I've got to be somewhere 8:30 in the morning.
On
I'm
a
gonna tell
Saturday?
you, yeah, I'm gonna tell people, I'm gonna tell you all why, but I don't like to put my release the hatch of eggs until it's come. But you will know soon enough why I
You
have
don't
to
like
be
to
up.
count your chickens before they hatch.
Exactly. This is
There you go.
but I'll
You
tell you
got
at a
to,
later
got to
date.
fix that.
No, but yeah, I was saying a different way. But my uncle Raymond, Craig Richards' dad, he always says that saying.
Are
He's
y'all
got
related?
Craig's my cousin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got him into boxing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because I used to box amateur, and then
That's
I
why
brought
I
him down.
like you.
Yeah, I brought him down the gym to, and he just wanted to be a keep fitter at first, and then when the trainer realized actually he's got natural talent, then he just stuck with it.
I
And
like
then I
you.
fell off. I was meant to be pro, and then I got distracted with life and whatever.
All
But
right.
Craig, I've passed the torch to Craig, and he's doing what I should have done. So
And he went and ran with it. Now
one way or the other, my
let's hope he
family.
gets that Canelo bag.
Listen,
Have a
when
party.
he's
He
not
gonna
in,
buy us both a car.
when he gets it, listen, I've lived my life through him vicariously, so I'll be just happy. But
Right. He gonna take you to dinner.
it's gonna take me more than dinner. It's take me Disney World. But yeah,
Right. All right.
but yeah, thank you for coming on.
For sure.
Guys, make
Anytime.
sure you follow Serafina and lock into me also. Subscribe to the
Please
Fight
do.
People Live channel. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance.
That's right.
Come
Hard
on.
work beats talent.
Come on.
Peace.
Peace. How do I end this?